EA Sports.
Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And what a matchup this is. Two survivors of the expanded college football playoff grind, two of the top four seeds when it all began. Both sides have been challenged and pushed all year and through the playoff. Now it's time to find out who can take that final step. as we'll see the number 3 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. To the air. It's Becht. He finds the running back in the flat. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He's looking deep here. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, you have all week to kind of find the matchups that you want. They clearly wanted to go after this defensive back. They looked at it, first drive of the game. They make the throw. It's just a poor decision, in my opinion, by this quarterback, and it cost him.
Trying to find some room. It's Carroll. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They look to throw it here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands. It's West. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Cyclones. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. This one will be fair caught. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. The Mustangs pick up enough to get a first down there. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the grab. It's Carroll. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here comes a handoff. And they'll stop him after a short gain. It's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. And the Mustangs looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Nice throw, caught for a completion. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Mustangs will have first and 10 here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the run here. Lets it go. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Back to throw. It's Specht. It's a quick grab. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A new set of downs after that completion. Handoff from the shotgun. Spins away from defenders. Breaks loose at the 40. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive line up. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Second down after the incompletion. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down now.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
Now pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab near the sticks. It's West.
Well, they spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long, and here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
And the Mustangs line up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back, looking to the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Mustangs. So a long, methodical scoring drive, great execution, and championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looking to scramble. On the move, looking deep. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. The Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. To throw, it's Becht. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the catch. And now the defense able to bring him down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on 3rd and short. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best sometimes just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Short completion, the 3rd down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Oh, that's just a throwaway. Down, and now a 4th down play coming up. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. He's going to hand this off. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Cyclones will kick this away to start the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's West. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. The DB is backing off from the line now. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Another positive gain by this back. I'm telling you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Offense getting set. Second down play here. The shotgun running play call. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. They get him down to the 41, but that's good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And there's the handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Dropping back. It's Becht. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Gets some space around the 30. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years 49ers has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down mark.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Looking to chuck it again. Caught. Completion. Touchdown, Iowa State. Strong game by this quarterback. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
The extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. SMU offense is back out on the field now. They love to stretch the lead here with a touchdown. Had to settle for 3 last time. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
But this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he get there on the ground? The Mustangs looking to keep this drive rolling.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the receivers got it. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on third down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. Sometimes you can get sacked.
third and very long, looking to throw. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Well, I love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on third down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a first down, and they keep that clock moving.
The offense has done well to chew some clock here. Now they'll come up on second down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
And that's going to be a first down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the fourth quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a first down on the ground.
First and goal, handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ponies.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Iowa State offense back onto the field now. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Football comes out. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Here comes the offense looking to start the drive. Powering through. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. He made good on his first attempt. This one is from 40 yards away. No problem. Knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Iowa State offense takes the field now. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, a positive play from this offense. The Cyclones have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, it's Becht. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's going to pull it down and run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point. You cover an onside kick. You never know.
And the point after is good. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the 2nd down play. And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackle behind the line, it's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. When they hit him just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Cyclones offense is back out on the field now. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. He's moving out of the pocket. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way. Can they stop him? He's at the 50.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain, Kirk. National champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the SMU Mustangs.